What's up? This is your boy Super and I'm playing Elite Dangerous. It's been a long, long night, but eventful. So last video I was talking about getting the prismatic shielding because we just earned enough rank and our power to get them, but I forgot. So I did that right after the last video. I got it for the Diamondback Explorer, the Type 9 Heavy, and the Federal Assault ship. They are a major improvement. Like in the Explorer, you get low to the surface to scan things and whatnot, and when you you can smack into the surface so much, the shields go down and you take hull damage. Not once did I take hull damage. My shields did get all the way down, just about, but no hull damage. I didn't look at the stats. Why are both sides giving me the red? I can't deal with that. And we're like far, far out. We're on the opposite side of the planet. We are on the opposite side of the planet. So I also re-engineered some of this, just changed the experimental effects. I was able to get it up to 51 because I've changed it to where I get better fuel economy. I had it on something stupid. I think I had it on to make the ship lighter, I think, or integrity. Integrity, I don't know. I guess I was thinking I crashed a lot. I don't know why I would have picked that. But other than that, I took a trip out to discover things on the Codex. So let me show you what I discovered here. I went out and got one of these stars, and then I got another one on accident. I don't know which one it was. I made sure everything wasn't new. Most of these are out near the bubble where I'm at now. I was planning on doing that because these are out here. I got all the terrestrial planets. But I got a fermiol. I don't remember which one. I got some more Lagrange clouds. But when you get Lagrange clouds, you also get solid mineral spheres. I got one of those. I went and got a Thargoid barnacle, the barnacle barbs. I also got some meta alloys. Because I was planning on getting the technology. From the technology broker, you can get a hull reinforcement. I thought it was special, but by the time I got the materials and everything, I read that it's not worth it. And it costs a lot of rare materials, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the metal alloys, but they are worth 200,000 a piece. I got some bark mounds. That's still marked as new. Why is that? It's blue on here, but not in the menu. That's where I found it at. I got some. No, that's it from that category. Well, I ended up going. Needless to say, I ended up going to the Thargoid sites, not the actual aliens, but the barnacles. I just said the barnacles. And then I decided to do some roads to riches. You know where you go around scanning planets with your surface scanner? The website plots out a course for you. I got $100 million. But before I could turn in that data, my game crashed, right? And then it said my save file was corrupted. So I was scared as hell because I thought I had billions of dollars. I really did, because it was like 8 hours of me playing, scanning things. I bet you it crashed because I had so much data to sell. But it wasn't. The website I read gave me the wrong number, so instead of 300 million, it was 100 million. But I was scared because after the save got corrupted, I logged back in, and all of my controls were reset. The ship shakes normally, and I had that turned off. Now it's turned back on. So I was scared that I lost my data, but I didn't. So I immediately stopped scanning things and stopped doing the road to riches, and came home to get my ship engineered properly, not wasting materials. Just pretty. I haven't. They all seem to have been engineered right so far. Just the experimental effects I've been changing. That's why I crashed into the fucking planet. So the metal alloys are right there. You shoot the barnacle barbs and engineering materials pop out, and then the big ones, the metal alloys, pop out. So I was going to get that the meta alloy hull reinforcement. Sounds good. Like it's a nice in between. They said the only improvement it has is corrosive damage resistance. Corrosives from hunting Thargoids, and if you get any of the drops from Thargoids, they'll corrosive damage your ship. So you gotta have corrosive resistant cargo racks. You gotta have the metal alloy hull reinforcement, and it's pretty expensive when it comes to materials. You either supposed to go with full guardians to hunt Thargoids, or you're not supposed to go. And this is like some in between thing. So if you want to go into the same system and not be scared or something, you could get this. But everything else for the technology broker, you unlock blueprints that are able to craft infinite amounts. But for this, you have to have the materials for every one. And I was thinking it's a bulkhead reinforcement, in the core internals. But by the time I had got the resources, I realized it was a hull reinforcement that goes in the optional internals on ships that suck. So I didn't know what to do. There's a lot of other things I want, like shock cannons, modified mining laser. And we could all get all these things easier than Guardian gear for now, but they kind of said none of them have real reasons to get them. Let's see, so I got $466 million. And I was reading about in a few episodes ago, we got a permit to Vega, a Federation system, and they sell Vega weed. It's the only person in the galaxy that sells it is that station, that space station. And for those things, if you buy them and travel 160 light years away from where you bought them, you can double your money and sell them. I looked at a list of all the prices for all of them and every single permit lock system where you can get them. It was 2,000 a unit, so we'll make 4,000 a unit. It's not going to be a lot of money. It's not going to be worth it. Not you would have to gather several. Not even if the best one was 19,000 per unit. That's still not worth it to me. I mean, $19,000 profit. I mean, it's tier two. Tier one is when you're getting 60 to 150,000 profit with the mining. That's tier two, though. It would do in a certain circumstance. Lots of fun. Lots of things I saw. Lots of fun I had. What a long, strange trip it's been. Power distro. I got engine focused. It's an Explorer. So we really don't need anything special. I guess that's why I had engine focused. System is shields. You lose engine and weapon capacity and charge. If anything, I would think it would be engine. But it comes out to be none of these are for an exploration ship. Other than maybe, well, not even really shielded. A high charge, you don't need. You're just gonna be jumping with the FSD. Charge enhanced, no, you're just gonna be jumping with the FSD. Engine focus, does it affect the FSD? No, it does not. System focus has nothing to do with the FSD. Weapon focus has nothing to do with the FSD. Shielded, now that's probably your most reasonable option, but you're not going to be fighting. You're traveling. So you really don't need nothing. I'm not going to mess with it. Whatever's wasted on there now is wasted. I'm just going to change the experimental effect. Right now we have less mass stripped down. We can increase capacity, increase charge rate, power draw. That or mass would probably be at mass so we can jump farther. I had this one fixed already. The lighter you are, the farther you jump. We're in a jumping exploration vessel. Good, good, good. Because I've been able to jump like all the way out here And it was so I was jumping out here in circles for hours, just scanning all the Earth lakes. I was in the Pleiades Nebula. I was right by Thargoids. That's the Witch Head. Where's the Pleiades? I thought it was right by the Witch Head. I can't see it at all. There, nope, it's the Witch Head again. Oh, anyway, there was a big cluster of codex entries out here in the bubble, and I guess we don't have to go to Vega. Shinratra Desra, Founders World Permit. We have to go there. That's like not a mistake or not questionable. We just got to go there. When the game was in early access, the special people who paid money then got access to there. It has every module and every ship in the game at a discount. It has a quest giver, an engineer, and I'm not sure what else it has. I don't remember right now. But that's why people claim that it's their home station. Jameson Memorial in there. Shinratra Desrai. It's from the Elite Dangerous book universe. Right by us, above Cubio. Oh, another thing I did, I forgot to mention, I took the Type 6 and I was hauling things for the power play. Oops, I better get away from the planet at least. And we're back in first. And I got 10,000 merits. You know what 10,000 merits maxes week, one vote, 50 power commodity allocation every half an hour, 100% increase to influence reward in controlled and exploited systems. And that was at the beginning of the week. We're at the top of the week. We still, that's why it still has rank 4 highlighted. It's awesome. It's fun. It's fun. We just to Shinratra too. Love it. Love it. I better not use this too long. I'm gonna hate when I go back to the other ships. They're 16 light year jump range. Man, there's got to be a better way to make money. I've got 400 hours in this game. I've never had $1 billion. Yet there's something you can buy for 5. Man. How am I gonna do that, man? Mining is the most profitable, it seems like. I was thinking exploration was, but that turned out to be a boss. I could have swore the website said a water world and an earth, like each of those is 3 million. And a terraformable world all by itself is worth 1 million. But it turned out to be the water world and earth like, so we're worth 1 million each. And the terraformable is worth 500,000. So I was thinking I had 300,000. 300 million. And I would have been happy, but I was sore. I was upset when I saw it was 100 million. We're not. That's gonna take it so long to get to just 1 billion. It's gonna take forever. We missed his opportunity. Oh, here it goes. Overheating, but we're gonna jump on him. Come on down, make your thing. We're gonna fry our computer here. Come on. All he has to do is get close and we're gone. Didn't even have to invade him. So we'll probably unlock whatever. God, it's so expensive though. They require 30 of the rare materials. They require 30 of each. And we've never even had 10. And they want 30. They want 24 vanadium, 26 tungsten, 20 rhenium, 28 technetium. We've never had 10 technetium. We've probably never had 5 technetium. Never had 10 rhenium. And they want, it's crazy. So where are we going? It's got to be a station, right? Oh no, Jameson Memorial. There it is. But we're gonna look at everything. Oh, this is a lot like Akinar with the Pilots Federation. The Pilots Federation is a power up to itself. It's the group of pilots. You know, them not just the Pilots Federation. When you crash and things, they're the people who rescue you. But there's the Pirates Federation is supposed to be all the Kickstarter backers or the early access supporters. Those are the Federation, the Pilots Federation. March Desra Wolf Reach Pilots Federation origin. Let's go see the tourist beacon. I thought there would be interesting planets here too, but I didn't pay any attention. And I got an Earth like a lot of moons, a lot of landfall planets, a lot of mining. Shinratra Desra, here we come. We can delete it now. Check. Man, we're getting interdicted again. We'll just easily evade it though this time. We'll probably even drop out of Super Cruise before he starts. I forgot it was 7 seconds to eternity. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. Don't you hide on me, guy. The elite. To get permit to this system, you have to have the elite rank of one category. We are elite explorers. $500 million in exploration paid, data paid. Well, this isn't a surface thing. It looks like it is. Like, and I was getting deja vu that I remember going out to Pleiades to the Thargoid area and having a bunch of data, getting the road to the riches and getting shot down by going to look at a Thargoid. I don't know if that's accurate. I remember getting shot down and going to see a Thargoid. And I remember losing lots of data, but I could be getting the things confused with each other. And I remember trying to get the parts for the hull upgrade, meta alloy hull upgrade, and I remember getting meta alloy at the barnacles, but they weren't listed as discovered by me, so that means it was in the first save. There's a surface settlement, man. That was the tourist beacon on this planet. This is going to tell us the in-game story, but not that it's a pre-order bonus or early backer bonus or whatever. That's what I'm guessing. No need to land. Pilots Federation origins. Tourist spot 0244. The Pilots Federation has existed for a very long time. It was founded in 2805. It is now 3310 or something like that. During the great surge of private ownership of small starships enabled by the hugely competitive modular ship designs made available during the previous decades. It was founded as much as a way of agreeing prices for ship parts en masse, where members benefit from group discounts, but soon became much more, providing a system where trusted pilots could share route information and protect each other from a new scourge. Also enabled by the proliferation of small starships or interstellar piracy, over the years, an unofficial tally of pirate kills amongst the members began at bragging rights, but soon members started showing their kills on their online IDs. Before long, those without such ratings were referred to as harmless, and by implication, not as desired to provide cover en route for known pirate attacks. Gradually, the Pirates Federation grew to encompass a great many pilot owners and their ships. It also provided an element of respectability as the itinerant nature of their lifestyles has started to bring suspicion amongst planet-siders, where the lack of accountability of spacefarers brought about by their ability to simply move on to a different system before the law caught up with them, gave them a bit of a reputation as cowboys or as thieves in certain spaces. I'm a space cowboy. The Pilots Federation would not tolerate dishonorable behavior among its members, and so such members would wear the PF's logo with pride, earning them a little respect in their dealings and an antidote to the cowboy image. That's what our rank and logos are from, the Pilots Federation. The combat exploration. It's our insignia.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
I can see why I turned that off now.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So let's see. Belt cluster nav, but we should have scanned the nav beacon. The Elite. Another touristy beacon. All your favorite commanders on YouTube staying at Jameson. I need to get out the atmosphere. Out your atmosphere, I'm out your fucking atmosphere. Out your atmosphere, I'm out your fucking atmosphere. With some more wicked-ish. I've sung it too many times. Playing a space pirate game. It's a very fitting song. Rap song. Out your atmosphere. And then it talks like about black holes and frameshift. It uses space terms, futuristic sci-fi terms in it and shit. Intergalactic. I'm dope as that shit. God, it's the longest fucking 110 light seconds ever. Christ. Yeah, I think we just need to skip all these faction specific ships and get something that's gonna earn us some money. I mean, the Type 9, I mean, it can only mine for so much and for so long. I also found a website that gives you a lot of lists. Like, you can find a space station that is half Empire and half Federation. You can find a space station that's all Alliance. And I was thinking that the all Alliance station, we're going to put our Alliance ships there. Chieftain, the Cherokee, the Columbus. And at the other stations, we're going to put, well, we'll probably put the Federation ships at the Federal Navy system once we get that permit. Or one of these systems, Beta Hydra or Vega. Probably not Vega. Maybe Sol. They seem to like Sol there because the Federation is America from land. It would be on Earth. America became like North America and South America, the United States of America. Then they got other countries in it from other continents, and it was called the Federation of America. Then once they got space age, they just dropped America altogether, and it became the Federation. So the Federation is the closest thing to the American government. And the empire is like the colonists who left England. Well, not really, because they left the Federation, they left America. It's gonna say you must have a link ring to be here, if not leave. Can't say much else. And there was a list of generation ships. Generation ships were, I guess, like some DLC or something. There's these generation ships. You've heard about generation ships in sci-fi, like whole colonies of people spend their whole lives on a ship. The ships go on for 100 years trying to find somewhere to colonate, and a bunch of them got lost. And then they had these listening posts, and if you listened to listening posts periodically, there would be an audio code, like Morse code. If you could decipher that, you get the location of a generation ship, which is just like the Empire cap ships, the Federation capital ships, just like a tourist beacon. So I figured Because I never deciphered the code on my own, and it's not like we're cheating or anything. There's a lot of other things listed that we'll use, I'm sure. In 3100, the Pilots Federation began issuing modified version of the Wings badge that included the pirates' rating written across it in capitals, and made official names for these ratings, starting with harmless, then mostly harmless, all the way to elite. The most coveted was the elite badge, and the first of these was awarded to Commander Peter Jameson, who wore it on the rear of his Cobra Mark III with pride for the rest of his life. Before long, the small and highly respected group of pilots with these coveted badges became known as the elite. They received all sorts of offers, both commercial and personal, including offers of marriage. The commercial side became very valuable, where it was transporting royalty or taking unknown items, no questions asked. The group was considered utterly trustworthy, with the confidentiality assured, and its members took it very seriously. I bet. It's just a game, but I would wear it with pride.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We could probably put it up. Oops. We could probably just be looking at the point of interest, I guess. The Elite Pirate Federation Origins. What was the one we read? We read. Uh, Pilots. I don't think it had to have been Pilots Federation Origins. Was it? There's a bunch. Well, I'm just gonna assume it was, and we're gonna go to the Elite Federation of Pirates. Shouldn't have deleted it so we could remember. Well, we know I'm Tycoon. We know I'm Chief Petty Officer. We know I'm Petty Officer. We're gonna get interdicted. Any second. Well, he's not even behind us yet. There'll be an audio cue when he is. No, not it. Hold on a second. I had some ambient space music playing. I didn't even notice. I thought that was Elite Dangerous music till the commercial came on. Wow, that was cool because that's exactly what I was hoping for when I was looking for something. Because Elite Dangerous doesn't play constantly. And I was out traveling way out into the boondocks, the Thargoid territory. I wanted something to listen to out in the black. On the surface. Well, that's how we would have known what it was called. This one is a different planet, though. I can tell that. Looks like he didn't get his chance to interdict us. I remember being here for some reason. I might have gotten an elite rank, especially with the way exploration works. Exploration rank's kind of broken. Like you can get that when you're still flying a Cobra, as you heard from the plaque. 35 ships, you get it on the 6th ship. Before you even get the Diamondback Explorer, you get maxed out exploration rank. Come on now, guy. There might be the hauler, the adder. I don't know if there's an explorer before the Diamondback, and there isn't one after. Well, there's the Asp, but I don't know why you would choose the Asp over this. Maybe if you wanted to explore and do combat. I'd just rather use this as my space taxi and use a real combat ship. It's not on the surface. Space taxi! Yeah, that's gonna take so long to get combat rank up. Cause like we can go out and kill like 15 pirates and it only moves a small bit because they give us like such low level easy missions Anything that is, like 1 point, anything that's a million or more is beyond our rank. But they're flying in pythons and mambas and fertilances, and we're down here in salt shit. So Mamba and the fertilants are like cop cars. They got decent weapons. They got no compartments, but then they got all the utilities. Like your spotlight, your flashlight, your gun. They got all the toys. Not real combat ships. They're bounty hunting ships for sure. As the reputation spread, the small group became overwhelmed. There was no way they could satisfy anything like all the demands of them. They formed the Elite Federation of Pirates. This is a subgroup of the Pilots Federation that ran its own systems to exchange it between its members. That's the faction you got to max out your rank with, or maybe that's how you get your Guardian missions. It was quite secretive and hugely respected, and there was a high demand for their services. The main problem was how new elite pilots were. There were many pilots who get rich and retire long before they attain the coveted elite status. The fundamental problem was that the rating was a kill count. Wise members of the group realized that, in fact, there's no better pilot than some younger pilots with much lower ratings. They had just been doing it for longer. Though others outside the group didn't see it like that, they wanted the catch it of employing an elite pilot. They were also aware that pirates were getting better. They were better organized than in the early days and better equipped. It is rumored that they run secret bases and have their own technologies, but what is known for certain is they are highly respected and get generous discounts throughout human space. In practice, the aura of secrecy proved a strength. The Elite Federation of Pilots now has representatives throughout human space and beyond. It is an organization to which every pilot aspires to be a member.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know if that's true.
Ready to
So they're
engage.
saying there's a faction you can join to give you discounts everywhere.
Three,
I read it.
two, one. Engage.
I read it. It's just here at Jameson. So we did the Elite, the Pilots Federation, the Elite. So we did the Origins. We must have did the Origins. This is just gonna be a bunch of names and probably real commanders. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a war. I guess it could be a real war. Like if this system was in conflict, and there was conflict zones, and the players help decide when. I guess I don't know. Or else this is the people with money. That's what it is. Of course. How can you not know? Not know that it's everywhere in gaming. I guess it's better than giving them everything they ask for and making them win and shit. In-house. It's not gonna say people who paid money, even if it is player names. So I'm not Pilots Federation Secrecy. Go there. It's either gonna be a totally fictitious war and fake people, or it's gonna be a fictitious war and players that gave money, but it's not gonna say. So I wonder if we can scan things. Usually when they give us a permit, it's already scanned and mapped. I don't see how it couldn't be. That'd be pretty damn nice of them to give us a surface map of all the planets. I don't do enough shopping, and like, if it wasn't for the fleet carrier, money would not be a problem. I don't need any discounts. I don't have any problem finding any modules or ships that I need. I use a website, but the website's good enough. If I didn't use the website, I'd bring all my shit out here and stay here. Much of the Pilots Federation does revolve around secrecy, and this has many layers. Within the Pirates Federation, the elite Federation of pilots is even more mysterious and secretive. And at the century of that is the elusive Founders World. It is the only system directly controlled by the EFP, and even its location is closely guarded. The secrecy is maintained by the EFP using misinformation. There are a great many rumors of its own rough location, and they all contradict each other. Only a select few members of the EFP know the truth. The system is governed by the EFP, and it is here that the organization's headquarters is based. EFP members are allowed to retire here in relative anonymity. So I guess you could take that as a clue. As you gotta do missions for the faction, the Elite Federation of Pilots. Maybe that'll give you a permit to another system. To that or nothing. I mean, it's pretty plain and simple.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Another permit locked system or story. Mega ships, like, they have missions here. The Elite, we've read Pilots Origin, Elite Federation, Pilots Federation near Monopoly. There doesn't sound as interesting. And Federation's interest doesn't sound interesting. Influence a little bit. That probably would clue you into the little game. game. little riddle game. Others just sound boring as hell. Monopoly, huh? Oh, this might tell you all the systems they control. Probably Beta Hydra. That sounds interesting. Where is that at? Beta Hydra. Hydra. It's contested. Controlled by the Federation. It's got 6 billion people. They're in a boom. We've never been there, so we can't look at the system map. I could have been looking at the codex entries because there's a lot around this area. My goal is to have one blue, one of everything blue. Almost there. Yeah, we're gonna have to remember to look at the factions when we go to Jameson. Look at the missions too. Somehow you're supposed to enter a system or enter a space station. This guy is supposed to send you a message and give you missions to introduce you to Guardian technology, which is better than the tech broker, but way more difficult to obtain. Well, worth it from what I've read. Like, it'll take our FSD from 50 light years to 60. But at the tech broker, you can only put one engineering modification on your FSD. You can give it range or boot up speed, but you can buy one at the tech broker with both on it. Although it's stuck at level 1, which I think is it's such a tease. Why? I would have just rather not had that shit in the game than make it such a tease. You don't really need it though. You got the Guardian technology. All the you got all the stock technology, which is a lot, especially for a new person. Then you got the Guardians. There's another one. I don't know what it's called. The is it X or something? There's two tabs at the top here. Guardian modules and Guardian weapons. And then you got the human, which are different from the stock. The
Orbital
things
flight engaged.
things I was talking about earlier from the human tab. We can go to the ground or something. That looks like there's a big ass base or something down there, don't it? It's a mountain, something a top beacon on top of the mountain. Okay. Historically, the PF has been a trusted source of information for pilots as humanity expanded into space that need information. Before 3100, they provided data for many ship and station manufacturers. After 3100, in an understated but effective campaign of acquisitions and mergers, they became the dominant provider of this data as well as, oh yeah, they also run universal cartographics. This data as well as hardware and software solutions serving that data, from star chart data, ship data, and bounty management systems. The Pilots Federation, and they do the bounty management too. The Pilots Federation expanded the data sources to include markets, newsfeed, and communication systems. In 3300, the Pilots Federation Galnet system has a near monopoly on all shipboard and station embedded systems, and these systems are fitted as standard on nearly all independent ships and even some militaries. It's a testament to the trusted nature of the Pilots Federation that this monopoly has occurred with little resistance from bar some backroom negotiations.
Frameshift drive charging.
And now we got interest, I believe. How am I not mass locked? I was right on the ground.
One. Engage.
I noticed that at the very first planet we went to. Influence. Did we skip secrecies? I don't remember secrecies. Yeah, we did secrecies. Influence. Interest. That's what. I guess we did interest. Are we past that? How did we pass it? I'm honestly not that interested anymore. I've been playing like I'm not. This isn't. I just did. This is not a fresh for me. I'm due for a break. So if I had just started playing, I probably would be more interested. And I feel unsatisfied. I don't feel like I made any progress. I need to either be working for power play, making money, or earning rank. Probably, well, all those are pretty equal because we need to get to. We never have to stop. We never should stop earning the rank, but we need to get Empire or Lord for our next ship. We have the money to buy it and outfit it to the max. Just to get that rank. I've been putting it off. We don't have. I think I'm. What the courier? We have the Imperial courier. I mean, we could try to use that for combat, maybe. We haven't. The biggest increase in combat we did was the crates. And then we took a step back to the assault ship, and it was quite a step back. The courier, I don't think, is that far off from the assault ship. The assault ship is 19 million. The courier is 2 million. Okay, so that's a huge difference. Monumental. No, not the vulture. We could just do the chieftain or the assault ship to do combat. being a federal ship doing Empire missions. Well, we don't have to do combat missions. We could do mining, which is our home station, Kubio. All the missions are is mining and trading, because we killed everybody already. That's what happens if you stick in one system and do all the combat missions and all the espionage missions. They're at peace and they're successful and prosperous. They just need metal and shit, I guess. I don't know. But I am curious to see what would happen if I complete all the mining missions. Like, will it reset or will it move on to something else? Maybe will I get something new? I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, the codex is no priority. Like you don't even get good money for that. That's like if you're bored and need something new to see, you do that. No rank, no money, no loot. You don't even get the accidental things. Like, if you go do combat, you get the after you kill the person, you get the upgrade materials. There's no accidental shit like that in look seeking out the codex. But at times, it's the funnest thing to do because the other things can be repetitive sometimes. And I was reading the power play, and you can choose what systems they prepared to sometimes. If the list is empty, and you go to Kubio and you get prep materials and you take them to the closest station to Kubio, that one will appear on the prep list from what I read. From what I think, that would make it a lot easier for us too, instead of having to jump all around. Oh Christ. That's our next ship for the Empire, the Carter.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete. Commence power down. Greetings, Commander. uncoupled. Moderate speed on exit.
The Alliance Chieftain and the Federal Assault Ship are pretty similar. They're only like $500,000 price difference, so it's just one little tweak here and there. Seoul, you can go see Seoul.
Scan detected.
That's our home system. Not far. 2 jumps. Yeah, see, we've never been there because we didn't have the permit. Now we got the permit and we have all the data. How is everything scanned and mapped? It did that with another one too. This one's got red. Look at that. Why is that? That's a secret surface station. I bet you. I bet you need special permit or something to get in there. Well, actually, we're out of time, so I think I might save that for the next video. Of course, it's probably going to have a bunch of touristy type things. This has been your boy Super playing Legion.